Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. Take a good look at me. I'm old and I'm tired. I'm like a shoe that's been worn forever with the holes in the bottom of the sole. And I'm telling you that I've lived in a time in this country where all of these changes that will wear you and me and anybody else to this point. In fact, unless something miracle occurs, every last one of us go through these changes unless we die early. I've lived under several presidents, people who were supposed to stand before the world and say, these are my people, I represent them, and as such, these people are blessed and they are going to receive the best that I'm able to offer. This is what I expect of a president. And yet I've lived under some of the worst. One would be George W. Bush. I've seen him do some things that was just despicable, not just in this country, but in other places across the world. He was a president, a white man, a Republican. I've lived under people like a Democrat, Barack Obama, a black man, who was supposed to represent the people in the same order in which I just expressed about anybody. He came in, and like all presidents, he did a little bit. But I understand that he did some terrible things to other people across this world. Now, this is not just something that happened between the Republican and Democrat, or George Bush and Barack Obama. It happened between every president of the United States. And now I see myself living at a time when a man has come in, another white man, who represents nothing but hate and doesn't mind letting you know it. He'll say he represents everybody, but you can see his actions. Every action he takes represents hate. And I stand here and I watch this stuff. I watch this stuff over and over again. And it seems as if nobody is going to try to straighten this thing out before we die, so we as a people, not just some, but we as a people can be excited about the fact that we had an experience in human bodies here on this earth. I can't understand why this happens. Now, somebody says that there's a God, and this God apparently has made no difference between George Bush, Barack Obama, a Republican, a Democrat, a white, or a black. And to me, and as such, there is no difference in God and these Republicans and these Democrats as far as the American people and people of the world are concerned. And then there are those who call themselves representatives of God, who fill the church buildings every Sunday, do all kinds of singing and dancing, do all kinds of drinking sacrament, what they call on first Sundays. And their representation of God has said it is okay to everything that's going on. Well, I say this. If this is true, then I can find no other resource unless I claim to be God. And when I say claim to be God, I mean to look out after myself and look out after everybody in the United States and everybody across the globe as I look out for myself. And I don't care what anybody says, I claim that right. As far as I am concerned, I am the leader of people on this earth. And why do I claim that? Because I want for them the same things I want for myself. And what is that? I want peace and prosperity and joy. And how do I get that? I get that about justice. And what would be a symbol of this? Every human being needs certain things for survival. Food, clothing, shelter, education, and health care. And in order for these things to be met to the measure that it can do it for everybody, it requires a participation from everybody. And as that being the requirement, I stand for every human being on earth who is employable to have a career of their own choosing. And in the careers that have been made available throughout eternity indicates that those careers would be instrumental in the process of creating those things which I have just mentioned as essential for survival in this life. And that's what I want for you, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't care what court, I don't care what government, I don't care what gun, I don't care what God you got that stands up against these things. If the spirit in me says I will stand for it, and there's not a person on the face of the earth that will keep me from doing it. Not a jail, not a prison, not anything. You give it to me, you do it to me, that's what you must do. Because as a person who feels like this, as a person who can look at even the evilness of the people in the world and say that what I wish for myself, I wish for you as well. And I claim that. I claim that by an authority that is unseen. I don't know if it's God or not, but I claim it by a power that's invisible, that is able to create an earth, that is able to create an earth that with all of the resources that would make it possible for the things that I have just made and mentioned to you for it to be manifest. A power unseen and untouchable that is able to create me and all of you people, regardless of what you think about yourself. That power I will rely upon, and by the might of that power, unless that power says, Eddie, you must die, you must go, and I will turn my back on you and let you be killed, or Eddie, you must go, I will take you from this hell that you're in. And unless that happens, I will stand for every human being on the face of the earth. And I don't give a damn what you think about it. I will stand for you. I am going to stand for you, and I will not quit as long as I live. And by the power invested in me, from that power that made me, I so commit myself for you. Bye-bye.